Hey, I just wanted to tell you about my free 5-day Fierce Focus Challenge, which is starting on the 6th of October. If you are struggling to stay focused, if you are distracted by everything that's going on, you need to do this challenge. It's super quick. Every day you'll get one simple task that's going to take 5 to 10 minutes. Grab your free spot now at zestproductivity.com/focus. Hey, and welcome to Productivity with Zest, the podcast that helps you get the important stuff done without burning out. I'm Jasmine, and I live and breathe productivity strategy, the kind that gives you life and helps you get the important things done in a way that works for you. Here I like to keep it real and practical. No fluff, all zest and no pith, just simple, doable strategies that help you focus, get organised and actually move forward. If you want to figure out what area of productivity is holding you back, take my quiz at www.zestproductivity.com/quiz. Now on to today's episode. Hi, it's Jasmine here. I've got something very special for you today. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to be sharing some of my More Zest episodes. This is my private podcast, which is just for members of the Productivity Gym. In More Zest, I dive into the 10 key areas of productivity that matter most for sustainable success. Things like focus, boundaries, procrastination, energy management, and much more. Each short episode zooms in on one area, breaks it down so my members can see what's really going on and how to work with it. And the best part is that inside the Productivity Gym, every one of these episodes has a matching Zest in Action toolkit, so you can actually apply what you're hearing, and the same goes for Productivity with Zest episodes too. So today, you are getting a sneak peek into More Zest by listening to episode 10, which is called Procrastination. Stop shaming yourself. Procrastination is a signpost, not a sin. Enjoy. Hey, and welcome to More Zest, the private podcast designed just for Productivity Gym members. I am so glad you're here. This isn't another podcast about doing more or working harder. It's about building your productivity fitness in a way that feels peaceful, aligned, and sustainable. In each bite-sized episode, I'll be dropping behind-the-scenes coaching insights, real talk about what helps and what doesn't, and fresh nudges to help you apply what you're learning. Think of it as your personal pep talk, your weekly reset, and your reminder that small steps do lead to big shifts, especially when we take them together. Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 10 of More Zest. Today we are exploring procrastination, but with a fresh twist. So if you've been with me a while, you might remember my Productivity with Zest episode, number 5 it was, back in the autumn of 2024, called Procrastination Unpacked, Why We Delay and How to Break the Cycle. That episode is actually my most popular episode ever, which shows it's something that a lot of us really struggle with. In that episode, I dug into the psychology behind procrastination and gave you 7 very practical strategies, things like breaking tasks down, using the 5-minute rule, rewarding yourself, and finding your best productivity windows. If you haven't listened yet, or if it's been a while, I really recommend going back to it after this one. It is packed with actionable tips you can use straight away. I'll put a link in the show notes. But here on More Zest, I want to go deeper. Instead of just asking, how do I beat procrastination? We're going to ask, what is procrastination trying to tell me? This is our push to stop shaming ourselves. Procrastination is often a signpost. It's not a sin. Most of us treat procrastination like the enemy. We think it's laziness, poor time management, or a lack of willpower. But the research from psychologists like Piers Steele and Tim Pychyl shows that procrastination isn't a time problem, it's an emotion regulation problem. This means that when you procrastinate, your brain is managing feelings, not your calendar, which is why shame doesn't help. You cannot bully yourselves into productivity. So instead of calling procrastination a flaw, let's see it as a signal. There are lots of signals hidden in procrastination. It can be telling you lots of things. So taking a moment to think about why you may be procrastinating is a brilliant first step to beating it. So I'm going to go through a few things now that procrastination may be telling you. Number one, it might actually be showcasing fear. Maybe I'm scared this won't be good enough. There are some clues that it might be fear. You keep tinkering but never finishing. You tell yourself you'll do it later when you can give it 100%, when your mind's on it, when you're fully rested, when you're hydrated, when the time's perfect. The thought of showing it to someone else makes your stomach flip. You feel the pressure to get it perfect before you've even started. Fear-based procrastination usually shows up as perfectionism or avoidance. Your brain thinks, if I don't start, I can't fail. So a tip to fix this is lower the stakes. Write the bad first draft. Tell yourself this is just version 1. Set a timer and work on it just for 10 minutes. Small progress beats perfection every single time. The second thing that your procrastination may be telling you is misalignment. This doesn't belong to me. The clues that it may be misalignment are when the task feels heavy, like you're dragging a bag of rocks. When you catch yourself thinking, why am I even doing this? Or it's been on your to-do list for weeks, but never, ever feels urgent or meaningful to you. Deep down, you suspect that this task isn't your responsibility, it's someone else's, or it doesn't align with your bigger goals. Misaligned procrastination is your brain waving a flag that says this doesn't fit your values, priorities, or role. So a fix for misaligned procrastination is to ask yourself honestly, does this task even belong on my plate? If it doesn't, delete it. You don't have to do it. Delegate it. You can even delegate it to future you, or outsource it, or renegotiate the expectation. If you have to do it, connect it back to your bigger why so that it feels less pointless. The third thing it might be telling you is a lack of clarity. I don't know where to start. There are some clues that it's a lack of clarity. Your to-do list item could be very vague, something like sort finances, plan project, write website. You feel a fog of overwhelm just looking at that on your to-do list. You open the document, the thing that you're going to be working on, the thing that you want to do, you stare at it, and you immediately find something else to do. Or you tell yourself you'll start once you have more time. This kind of procrastination isn't resistance, it's cognitive overload. Your brain cannot process big and vague, so it stalls. So to help yourself here, break it down until the first step takes less than 5 minutes. So instead of write business plan, start with find a business plan template. Or instead of sort finances, start with download last month's bank statement. Once you move and make that baby step, momentum builds and the next step feels easier. The fourth reason for your procrastination may be low energy, a feeling of not now. So some clues that it's low energy. You sit down to work, but your brain feels like sludge. You're yawning, reaching for sugar or coffee, or rereading the same sentence. You know exactly what to do, but it feels like you're wading through treacle. Maybe you are procrastinating more in the afternoons or late at night. So low energy procrastination isn't about discipline, it's biology. Your brain literally doesn't have the glucose, oxygen, or focus bandwidth that it needs to complete that task. So fuel up. Have some protein, drink some water, move your body, have a nap, whatever you need. Then schedule the task for your natural peak energy window. Do not fight biology, work with it. And if you want to explore energy management more, make sure you check out episode 3 of More Zest and the workshop we did earlier. So there is a difference between helpful and harmful procrastination. So not every delay is bad. Sometimes procrastination is actually incubation, your subconscious working in the background. That's the kind of delay that leads to shower epiphanies. But harmful procrastination leaves you with guilt. mental clutter, and what psychologists call the open loops, those unfinished tasks that keep draining your attention. Your job is to spot the difference. So if you're struggling to do something and not doing it, asking yourself, am I letting this breathe or am I just avoiding? You need to learn to read your signals. So step 1 is to notice. Catch yourself in the act of procrastinating. Maybe it's something that you keep moving on in your to-do list to the next day, to the next day, to the next week. Maybe you sit down to do something and quickly start doing something else. You need to notice what's happening and catch yourself. Step 2 is to diagnose. Is it fear, misalignment, lack of clarity, or low energy? And then step 3 is to respond. Take the smallest step that fits that signal. This is where your Productivity with Zest episode 5 tips come back in. Once you've read the signal, that's when you can reach for strategies like the 5-minute rule, Pomodoro, or accountability. The 2 episodes actually really complement each other. One gives you the why and the quick tools. The other helps you decode and respond with insight. So your action from this week is to choose one thing you've been procrastinating on. Instead of saying, I just need to get on with it, stop and ask, what is the signal here? Do the diagnosis, write it down, decode it. Then decide one tiny step that matches with what you find. And if you want to supercharge this, go back and listen or re-listen to the Productivity with Zest Procrastination episode 5. Pairing the 2 together gives you both the toolkit and the mindset shift. As usual, there is the Zest in Action kit to help you reflect and apply this episode. So procrastination is not a flaw, it's feedback, a signpost, not a brick wall. Listen to it, learn from it, and then act. Gently, wisely, and in a way that works for you. You've got this, and I'd love to hear what signal you uncover this week and what you do about it. So that was just a little taste of More Zest. What did you think? If you want to explore the Zest in Action kit, I'm going to put a link to it on the show notes so you can get a sneak preview of that as well. And if you want full access to the More Zest private podcast, where episodes are released every other week, you'll find it inside the Productivity Gym. And the good news is the doors to the gym are opening again in mid-October. If you want to get on the wait list, head to zestproductivity.com/TPG. But I have something really exciting to share with you. On Monday the 6th of October, I am kicking off a free 5-day Fierce Focus Challenge. Across 5 days, I'm going to guide you through some simple, practical steps to cut through distractions, sharpen your attention, and build the kind of focus that actually helps you get the important stuff done. And you'll even get to track your progress with my focus fitness test at the start and at the end of the challenge. Join this challenge now. Grab your free spot at zestproductivity.com/focus. That's zestproductivity.com/focus. And the link is in the show notes. See you there. And that's all for today. Thank you for joining me on Productivity with Zest. If you want to figure out what area of productivity is holding you back, take my quiz at www.zestproductivity.com/quiz, and I'll give you some tips to help you along the way. If you've enjoyed this, hit follow so you never miss an episode. And if you're feeling generous, please leave a review because it really helps. If you want to hear more, head to www.zestproductivity.com. Until next time, stay focused, stay balanced, and keep bringing the zest to your productivity.